What's up, everyone? Christmas is upon us, and this is our Christmas episode right before the big night that the big jolly old ranchy guy comes down our chimney to save a hoe. Welcome to the Inner Circle
Oh
Podcast.
Lord.
I am your host, Charlie, with my co host. She is back. Melanie, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you? I'm glad to be back.
I'm good. I'm good. It feels, and I was thinking about this, it feels that although we met up on Friday, we had a little quick meetup rendezvous in the city, drink, very career girls of us
Right.
on Friday, but it still feels like I haven't seen although I seen you in person, not doing just this, but although I seen you, it just still feels I haven't seen you in a while. Because
I
last time
know.
you weren't here either. So it
We
just feels
didn't get
like
a
wait,
we didn't get a chance to like catch up when we were together because
yeah,
we were like I was with my friend
we were being
Robert and
socialites.
I know. But no, I'm glad I didn't get a chance to catch last episode because while you guys were live, I was literally on a flight back home. So
Yes,
but
well, we had our special our
Miss
friend of the
Jenny, if
show,
you're
Miss
nasty.
Janet. Yes, we were cutting up, doing our thing, talking about a lot of different things. But how was your weekend? I know Friday we hung out. I know
Mhm.
this weekend you something that you said you wanted to start doing more. You actually did this weekend. What did
Oh,
you do and how was it?
Um, so this weekend, what did I Saturday I didn't do much. I stayed like literally took that day to rest because from traveling I was tired. But Sunday, I my good friend Robert, my good friend slash coworker Robert, he got us tickets to go to a Broadway musical, and we got to go to see Back to the Future.
How
I
was it?
It was so good. First of all, it was like 3 hours long, but I was like a little
Right.
kid the whole time. I it pains me to say this, and I'm so embarrassed to say this, and I'm very sorry. I've
I know what
never
you're gonna say.
seen the movies. I've never seen them. I know, like, obviously the plot in the movies, but and I know about the DeLorean and shit, but I didn't watch the movie like in its full entirety. I know it's on Peacock, all three movies, I think. So I'm gonna watch it probably this weekend. But it was great. I recommend it. There's still, I think it's still running till January, and then they're going to go on tour. But Robert, my friend Robert's best friend, Kevin Curtis, plays Goldie. Is that the name? He's like the mayor in the
Yeah.
movie. He plays like a main role, and he was great. He took us backstage afterwards. We took pictures with the DeLorean and everything, and it was like a fun time. So I was glad I got to do that because I've been wanting to go to Broadway shows. The only call out that I have that like, and it's nothing to do with the show. The show and the production was amazing. It's just the people that come to Broadway to watch shows. You could tell someone is not a New Yorker or someone is like uncultured as fuck when it's a tourist who, and it's sad because they're coming from a different state, but like they're on their phone the whole time with the brightness super like bright on their
Oh
screens.
wow.
They're shaking. This girl was sitting next to me. She was shaking her leg the whole entire time. You're shaking your leg and it's causing my chair to vibrate. So of course, in the nicest way possible, I told her like, "Can you stop shaking your leg?" She was like a high schooler. And I was like trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, like maybe she has a nervous twitch, whatever. But girl, this is a 3 hour break.
Anxiety.
So yeah, I had to tell
You
her.
was
But
not
other
having
than
it.
that, I feel like people don't have Broadway etiquette, and it's really a shame because
Yeah.
that's the arts. That's for the mature,
For the
like
bourgeoisie.
for the bourgeoisie. Like,
This is your
yeah,
second Broadway show you go to this year because we went back in May to see Once Upon
yeah.
One More
Once
Time.
upon
Yeah.
a one more time. That
Uh-huh.
was a good show too. I really enjoyed it. I want to go to see more classics. We need to maybe for my birthday. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Actually, I don't even want to
I
do
mean,
the whole like going out to dinner, all that bullshit. I literally just want to
change it up.
change it up, go to a dinner and a play.
Well, you said dinner, no dinner,
No,
and
but
you still
we
eat.
gotta eat. We have to eat, but I don't want to do like a dinner party. I want to just do like a intimate dinner and a play. Shit, I'll take myself out for all I care.
Listen. Listen.
On a regular day. It doesn't have to be my birthday. Like on a regular day.
No, but no, that's different for sure. But yeah, it looked cool. I see your story, and I'm like, oh, but
Yeah.
it's too night for me.
Don't
Uh,
worry, I got you. I have the hookup. We can get tickets anytime. But
but
yeah.
listen, I was shook because I don't know if you read the story or heard the story out there. New York is known for a lot of people loving to say that we're dirty, et cetera, et cetera. And in many ways, New York is dirty. But listen, I'm a well-traveled man too, and I've seen also other dirty places. The way people like to get on New York. With that being,
Mhm.
we do know New York has a lot of rats.
Who?
That's one of my biggest. I cannot
Rodents.
do it. Rodents. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know me. And roaches. Now, I was very surprised to find out when there was a list that was released, a
Yeah.
recent report reporting the roachiest cities, the top 10. I mean, it was more than top 10. It was like top 20 something. But the top 10 obviously is the biggest thing. The top 10
Mhm.
roachiest cities.
That's so
Where do you
nice.
think New York placed?
Ranks.
Yeah.
Um, New York may rank at like number roaches. I want to say New York ranks at probably like number 4.
New York is not even in the top 10.
¿Qué? Have they not gone to the Bronx? Have they not been to what other places got mad roaches
Bronx. Bronx, I
besides
feel
the
like
Bronx?
after Bronx. I feel like it will be Manhattan. I don't
Mm,
think Queens is roachier than Brooklyn. No, did I
I
say Manhattan after Bronx? Yeah, I think it will be Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
I was gonna say Manhattan. They be having the
Brooklyn,
exterminators.
Brooklyn, yeah. And
Um,
then after Brooklyn, maybe Queens and Manhattan.
I don't know. I don't go to
Not saying
Queens.
that Manhattan people don't have. I've been.
Yeah, I mean that's funny. The exterminator actually came this morning to my building.
Listen, sometimes you never know. Living in these buildings, you could be the cleanest person, and sometimes things fucking creep in and creep through. So it's like,
Oh, that's
but
what I'm saying. That's why I always sign up because I don't have no critters. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But
but you got, mhm.
if someone next to me does, they're trickling over, and
Yeah.
I don't want that. No, ma'am, Pam. But wait, so give me the top 3 because we're not going down the
So who do
list.
you think is in the top, like topped?
Somewhere in the South.
Well, you're right. Number one was Houston, Texas,
I fucking
Beyonce's hometown. Houston, Texas, baby.
that's crazy. Yuck.
Number two was San Antonio, Texas. So Texas, I mean, I've been to Texas a few times, and I mean, I've stayed at hotels. So no, well, yeah, I've stayed at hotels. Number three, Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, you just walking around, you can get an STD.
But
So I'm
let,
not
but
surprised.
but let's just go real quick down the list of the rest of the top 10. I was just there and I was surprised, but I stood at a little nice swanky place. Phoenix, Arizona, number four. Number
I
five,
think they say east.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Number five. Number six, Miami, Florida. Number seven, Atlanta, Georgia. Number eight, Birmingham, Alabama. Number nine, we go back to Texas with Dallas, Texas. And number 10, Oklahoma City. Finally, New York is 11. New York place 11.
That's crazy.
Insane. Insane. Well, hopefully Santa still comes down the chimney in Houston. It doesn't mean no critters. But
Mm-mm.
you have some games for us. You have some this or that today for us. So hit us with your best shot with the first one.
All right, so in the spirit of Christmas and getting in the Christmas spirit, we're gonna do Christmas this or that Christmas movies edition. So I'm gonna go down a list of different Christmas movies or holiday movies, and you tell me which one you prefer. Ready?
Let's go.
Love Actually or The Holiday?
Never seen any of them.
I heard that The Holiday is really good, and I should watch it, but I don't know. Queen Latifah's annoying to me. Love Actually was a good movie, so I'm gonna go with Love Actually. All right, The Grinch or Miracle on 34th Street.
I've seen like the Grinch cartoons and different versions of the Grinch. And Miracle on 34th Street, there's different versions too. I like the black and white. I love a good black and white movie. I'm gonna say Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, you like to have those playing in the background while you sleep. That's so
Yeah.
annoying. Oh, you Pisces. The Polar Express or the Christmas Chronicles.
Never seen any of them.
So I like the Polar Express. It's a really cute movie, but the CGI, whatever it's called, like that special effects freaks me the fuck out. Like, I
It
don't
was
know.
very early 2000s.
Yeah, and Tom Hanks, he looks like un muñeco, like a doll. It's so
Yeah.
weird. Okay, next movie, set of movies. Nativity or The Muppets Christmas Carol?
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes, me too. You ever
I,
seen that?
I went to sleep watching
I
it.
know. You ever seen like that song Lady Gaga sings with the Muppets called Venus?
Yes.
That is my shit. Anyway, okay, next one. Scrooge or It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, Scrooge. I love Scrooge. Yeah, I like It's a Wonderful Life too. But it's funny because It's a Wonderful Life. If you watch Home Alone and you watch It's a Wonderful Life, there's a lot of things that were in Home Alone in the background. But anyways,
I like Scrooge more,
Scrooge,
but it's called A Christmas Carol,
the Christmas Carol, basically.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
weird that they called
yeah.
it Scrooge. All right, so Bad Santa or Die Hard?
Bad Santa was very good. I seen it. It was
Bad
so
Santa.
fucking funny. It was so funny.
Die Hard, what is that? That's a
With
Christmas
Bruce
movie?
Willis, yes, and there's a debate. There's been debates out there if people actually consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, a Christmas classic.
Oh.
But it's more of an I consider it an action movie based on
Mhm.
like that just happens to take place around Christmas. But I go with Bad Santa. Bad
All
Santa was
right, a
so
few
funny.
more. Elf or Home Alone? I love Elf. I know you like Home Alone, but I love Elf.
Well, you can be the odd man out, but Home
Let
Alone.
Let's see the comments. Joe, you
Home
better
Alone,
say Elf.
honey. I mean, he's
Home
not gonna
Alone is
say it.
good, but like,
No, all my
I-
brothers love Home Alone. It's like a thing.
wait, is
Home
there
Alone
a
was a
favorite?
thing.
Like, what number?
Part
How
two,
many are
Lost in
there?
New York City.
Oh,
Well, Macaulay Culkin was only in two. There's been more made. There was a three, and now there's been like little remakes and whack ass whole lifetime version ones. But
yeah,
no, there's been two. I only consider two made and part
greatest
two.
movie of
Lost in New
all
York City.
time. Okay, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or A Bad Mom's Christmas. I never seen either.
Ooh, I did see a National Lampoon in the recent few years. It's not my thing because I'm not a National Lampoon guy, but I
Mm.
did see that one, and that was kind of funny.
All right, I'll go with
But a
that one
bad
too.
mom? No, 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 no. A bad mom. You have to watch it. You will like it. I think you would definitely like it. It's moms. It's a few actors. Mila Kunis. Um,
Mm.
that blonde girl from the this a stranger across
Chris,
the street. Something. Kristen. Yeah.
Kristen Wiig or something like that.
No, not Wig, but Kristen. You know who I'm talking about. You will like it.
Okay,
You should watch it. That's your
I'll
homework.
try.
No,
The
you will love it.
Santa, the Santa Claus or Jingle All the Way.
Oh, I know one has Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think the other one has Tim Allen.
Yeah,
Haven't seen any.
me
So I don't
neither.
know.
Mm, all right. The Snowman or Arthur Christmas. Arthur, as in like, hey Arthur.
I don't think it's hey. It's and I said hey. I don't know if I don't think it's that Arthur, but I haven't seen
Oh
it.
no. All right. Happiest Season or Last Christmas. Last Christmas is the movie with the girl from the Dragons. Oh my God, what
Didn't
is
see
her
any of
name?
them.
Amelia Clark. And
I haven't seen any of them.
White Christmas or Meet Me in St. Louis.
White
That
Christmas.
sounds like an old ass movie. How come the Peanuts, the what is it? Snoopy and those people, Charlie
Charlie
Brown,
Brown
not on here.
because
How weird.
they don't have movies. It's more like little Christmas specials or shorts, like
No,
Charlie
they
Brown's
have
Thanksgiving.
Charlie Brown's Christmas thing. That's a
Yeah, but they're
movie.
only like 30 minutes. No, they're not like it's not
That's a
full
movie to me.
length.
Mm.
So, but
Oh, the
what
snowman.
do you find like with Christmas? Do you find like some people? I seen a report that some people find gift exchanging, like anxiety ridden or
Mhm.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What?
I
How?
told
What's
you
your
this
take on
year.
that?
I think for me personally, I'm not gonna lie, and I gave you a heads up. I pretty much did the bare minimum with wanting to know what you wanted for Christmas. Like, send me a list, I'll send you a list, and I'll go from there. I was this close and just telling you what I was gonna get you, but I know you like the element of surprise.
I still like some elements of it. Yeah.
I don't. I don't really care. I just wanted to get it out the system. And I feel like as great as this year was, I wanted to end as fast as it came. So I just, for me, the holidays kind of not, it doesn't suck. I like the holidays, don't get me wrong. But with the winter and stuff and the seasons and like seasonal
I know you don't
depression,
like this season.
yeah, for me, like seasonal depression is like on an all-time high, especially around this time. But people push through, especially through the holidays. But I just didn't want to put too much effort and mind into like gifting. If there's something that you wanted and I remember, great.
Yeah. I for me, I love this time of year. I feel like when fall, like, and I'm starting to see patterns. And yes, that's very true. Side note for the people listening to us watch at home, a lot of people do consider too Harry Potter. I'm starting to see as a Christmas movie. I don't know why.
Really?
Series, yeah, they consider it a Christmas movie, and they be having
That
marathons.
and not Twilight? No, I'm joking. I don't know.
But I don't consider it. If honestly, I've never seen. I only remember seeing one of those Harry Potter movies, and it was when in 2007 I went with an ex boyfriend. It was my second boyfriend at the time. No names mentioned. If you know me, you know. And so whatever part was came out that fall of 2007, I went to see, and I fell asleep at the movie theater, so I couldn't even tell you
Same.
what
Well,
happened.
I didn't fall asleep, but I think the only movie I ever saw was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or something. That's it. After that, I was like, this is not for me. I like action, drama,
Yeah.
comedy.
But going back to what what we were saying, I feel I thrive in like during like the winter, like fall winter time, which is
You
weird. It's like the
thrive
seasons for it's good. It's usually good seasons for
because you're a domesticated Danny. You like to
me.
like wrap gifts and like have the coquito
I
and
love the
cook.
feels of the season. I really do. But growing up too, even one of the things that I don't know if I think I've spoken about this on the podcast previous years, where one thing I love about the holidays that no matter what you're going through, and this is what I remember growing up, and this is a memory I will always have with my mom, especially being the oldest since I was younger. Like no matter what we were going through, whether it was very good that year, come that holiday season, or whether it was maybe a struggle, I always remember my mom still making it the best and trying to
Yeah.
make it the best and get us like eat a few gifts. There was some Christmases where there was maybe better gifts and more gifts, and then there was some
Mhm.
Christmas. But I remember I have fond memories knowing her trying and to make it to still we still had Christmases no matter what.
Yeah.
Maybe the struggle was that particular year.
Mhm.
Um, so for me, I think as an adult like I don't I believe in seasonal depression because I hear it. I listen to people. Um, but for me, no matter what I'm going through, I still go just like I just get into the spirit because I just
Yeah.
remember that from my mom. So I just get into the spirit and just persevere through. So for me, that's why I love the season. And I'm still like you said, like what is it? A Danny what?
Domesticated Danny. I love
Domesticated
that.
Danny. I like that. That's the first
I
time I've
love
heard
that for you, and I think that that's great, and that's why we're so like opposites, but yin and yang.
it. Yes.
Because I think for me, growing up, I'm accustomed to not even celebrating holidays like on the actual holiday, on the actual day, because my parents always worked like on days that were eventful, like Thanksgiving. I don't even think I've celebrated Thanksgiving on the actual day until my mom retired. And then that lasted a short period because she was like, I'm going back to work. So we never celebrated on the actual day of. So that's why I don't feel like, oh my God, I need to make sure everything is perfect and everything's copacetic. I just go with the flow of the
Don't get me
holiday.
wrong, me too. I remember fondly. I was like young in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
My mom had to work Christmas Day when I was, I think, 5 or 6. But that's when I got my first Nintendo. I remember waking up on Christmas. It was early, early, early. She had to
Yeah.
go to work, and like, but they gave me my Nintendo. I had to be like
You were
5
like,
or
who
6.
cares? I got my Nintendo.
And then like I remember my dad taking her to work. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and I stood in the park with I think Raymond or whatever, like thing. But listen, parents gotta do what they gotta do real quick, okay? Take go to work, working 9 to 5 just to stay alive. Go to work, whatever. But I remember that in San Martin. I remember where we lived. It was in Puerto Rico, San Martin. So I get it too, like having to work and stuff, and like
But don't get it twisted.
Christmas
I
art.
always got the gifts I wanted, bitch. I got that easy bake.
Of
I would
course, you
always get
Aquariuses are
Sega,
spoiled.
Sega Genesis, all that shit. I would always get the gifts that I want. But it's different when you get the gifts that you want, but you're not actually celebrating with your family. So
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
But well, let's get speaking of like changes and as go through life with things. I you actually posted, but it's funny. It really struck a chord with me because obviously we had a certain age.
Hmm.
Surprising things I have learned about friendships in my 30s. And we at a certain age where we feel this, and like I think this year, and I really wanted to speak on this because I think for you and I, like we this really relates. And I reached out to you and I'm like, I want to speak on this because I really feel one, we have this platform, but I really feel even with us, and we could maybe share this with our listeners and stuff, like it resonated with us. Things
Yeah.
that change. Actually, let me send it to you. I'm sending it to you just in case
Yeah. Send it to me
you don't
because
have
I
it. I just sent
know.
it to you to your
Got it.
DMs on IG. Um,
Got it.
I think we've gone through this. We've gone through a friendship transformation. We've been friends over a decade, and this year, as we're nearing the end of this year, I think at the top of last year, there was like noticeable changes and communication where
We had
we both
conversations,
conversations where we both established certain things, boundaries with each other, certain things that like, hey,
reflections.
reflection and just like grown conversations and serious conversations where it's like, listen, I don't appreciate this, or this is where I am with this, and this is how I am where I'm at this moment on both ends. And
Mhm.
they're tough conversations. People don't realize that not only a romantic relationship is hard to have like those tough conversations, it's harder with friends and family, I feel. With a
Yeah.
romantic person, you're just fighting, be like, hey, hey, hey. But with like a best friend or a family member, those two categories for me, anyways, it's even harder because these people have been there through all these stupid relationships,
And
and
you
it's
hold each other in a different regard
yeah,
too.
yes.
Yeah.
So we had those tough conversations that were tough. That maybe previous years we were like, or walked on eggshells having. Where I feel this year we both came to a place with
Hmm.
those conversations to be like, hey, I don't like this, or hey, maybe I don't really feel like, or the way you think. We had those conversations. Now, do you want to go down the list of some of these things, or do you want me to read them, or we could go back and forth? Because I loved up this slide, and I
Yeah.
want to elaborate as
I'm
we.
gonna go through it, but I'm not gonna like go deep into detail what they say, so that way we have time to like discuss. But
Yes.
so 6 surprising things that I've learned about friendships in my 30s. We're both in our 30s, whether it's mid, early, or late. 30s is the year of realizations, in the words of Kylie Jenner. In your 30s, it's like your things change, your mindset, whether it's relationships, dating, jobs, careers, whatever, there's like a pivotal point in your life where things change. So, number one, friendships are meant to grow and evolve and be dynamic. So, friends that were once my closest people in my 20s gradually shifted into different relationships in my 30s. So, and it says, I learned to accept that this is a normal part of growing up and nothing to feel ashamed or weird about. I had this thing up until recently. I had this like anxiety about keeping my friends, like having this mindset and having this like fear that if I didn't keep my friends from my 20s or into my 30s in this specific bubble or the specific box, that I would lose that friendship. And with time, things happen where I've learned to let that go. Sometimes that whole expression, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or whatever. Same thing goes with friendships. You can't force a friendship to be more than what it is. You can't force it to be above the surface. You can't force it to be a deep bond. Because you could have a deep bond with someone for many years, and all of a sudden, like after a couple of years, you guys don't, are not meeting the same, you guys are not in the same role in your lives. So that's something that I had to deal with and I'm still kind of like dealing with. So next one, some friends will be able to support you through big life changes whilst others won't have the necessary tools to do so. This is very true. This doesn't make them bad people, but it does mean you get to choose who to confide in and share parts of yourself in. I'm not going to attest to this because I don't have business ventures or like big things that have happened in my life. Actually, that's a lie. I actually had things happen to me in my life where I felt that I needed the emotional support and I was not given that in reciprocation. You could be there for people and you'd be surprised that the people that you're there for, giving that emotional support and love and affection, they can't give that back to you. Um, Same thing with this venture. Charlie, do you want to explain about your ventures? Muted.
I absolutely agree. With that, I agree at the because when I came into my venture and like with my 1111 boxes that I've launched, or even my coquitos, with all of my coquito, I there's been a lot of people that expressed they will love it, but obviously don't live in New York, and right now
Also, the podcast.
thing. But even the podcast, even thank you, even the podcast, where there's certain people that you. One of the things I've learned is don't have no expectations, but it's still funny to sit back and think about these people that they're friends for this reason, or what's up, friend, very friendly for that reason or whatever. But when it comes to sharing, supporting, whatever the case,
Yeah.
mum's the word. But
Some people aren't capable and that's fine. They don't feel that they need to, they don't, and some people are more, you know, they show their support in other ways.
but the thing is, just people, and what something I'm learning is not me. Just like even a real relationship, it's not me, it's you. What you got to realize with people is you don't know where they're at. You may think that that friend or expect, again, in your mind. I'm a dreamer in many ways. When people say Pisces are dreamers, it's not only living in a fantasy world like, oh, I wish I was like Ken and like had all this money. No, it's also dreaming about the idea that you have a people, and
Right.
unfortunately they disappoint you. um and my point was this is like you don't know where people are at in their life. Maybe that person, that friend, does want to be there for you and congratulate you and shout to the heavens of I'm so proud of my friend for putting himself out there and launching his 1111 boxes. Let me share. But what they're going through maybe in their lives makes them
Mm-hmm.
incapable of being able to do that because of
Yeah.
their own things they're working on.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm learning and I think about, and I'm like, and that's why I
You
say
never know
navigate.
what other people are going through also. So
Absolutely.
they could be going through something pivotal in their life that they can't show any more emotion. All right, the third one is, and I can attest to this one. This one hit me like a ton of bricks. New friends that I have made in my 30s with people who I didn't grow up with or spend lots of time with can be just as supportive friends than people you've known for a lifetime. In fact, sometimes new friends are that breath of fresh air that you need to connect with the latest version of yourself. I can attest to this tenfold because I have come to meet new people in my career, and I can call them friends. I can consider them to be a friend more so than people who have been around for years. And I just had this conversation with my coworker who I'm very close with. She's literally my work bestie who's who's just got engaged, who's pregnant. Congratulations to her. I'm so happy for her. And I want to surround myself with people who are in like positive lights in their life.
Mhm.
Granted, not everything's gonna be like, peaches and cream. Everything's not gonna be like hunky dory in the words of Kathy Hilton, but um you see the people who support you, who you've just met a year or two or so,
Mhm.
rather than people who have been around and have gotten complacent and comfortable. Well, Melanie doesn't need me, it's fine. Melanie doesn't need me to reach out to her, or she can reach out to me if if she needs me. That mentality, it's really sad, and it's also very uh I want to say it's very selfish.
Yeah. I want to read number four too, because
Yeah.
number four connects with three, and it's very true. I could attest to this one. Making new friends and finding people I can connect with at this time in my life didn't happen automatically. I had to set it as an intentional goal and make sure to work at it continuously, and I reap the rewards of amazing new friendships with like-minded people. And we
Hmm.
discussed this even with the people we met. We were hanging out with on Friday. Um, Even with my chaotic week and stuff, like part of me just wanted to do what I had to do and just go home. But I still made it a point because, like you said, I'm in a pivotal point in my life, and
Yeah.
we've been talking about this for not this year, but like 2 3 years,
Hmm.
past 2020, of wanting and calling the like-minded people, people
Yeah.
who are into what we're doing and where we want to go, and
Yeah.
even you have to also do the work,
Yeah.
you yourself. And when I'm saying you yourself, me, you, whoever's listening. And even on Friday, that was like, although like I had to listen, I'm a multitasking person, but I had to dip and do something quick and came back, but I still made it a point, like, let me go. And I was glad. I hit you up
I
the next day.
appreciate you for coming by.
I
That
hit you up
was
the next
very
day,
fun.
and I was like, listen, I woke up thinking about it. I'm like, I'm glad, like, the people we
Yeah.
met, and cool people, and we can sit here and be sedity and talk about what people and titles or whatever. We don't have to, but it's cool people in places where it's like, wow,
Hmm.
it's amazing to meet someone that
You
does
know,
this and stuff.
cl- times like that remind me of like old New York, like back in the day when we weren't on this virtual insanity where people just want to meet through apps or through online, where you met people in a bar, in person, in a lounge or whatever, and just talked and hung out. So I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. I had a great time. I do want to say also, as far as making new friends and finding people you can connect with, you can find friends in the most random places. It Thanks to this platform, we managed to
Absolutely,
become
yep.
friends with a lot of people, and we don't need to go down on a list because they know who they are. But we've made connections so much so that they're actual real life connections that we've met people in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
So, and I want to continue that. I
Let's
don't,
go to number five.
yeah.
There's two more.
In your 20s, there's a lot of emphasis on how many friends you have and having a group of friends. Whereas in your 30s, it's a lot more about quality of friendships and having a few reliable, close friends that will be there for you.
For me, real
Quality
quick,
over
over
quantity.
quantity. Yes. A jinx, jinx, jinx. Because listen, but this is my thing, and this is how I know where I'm going. Even in my 20s, and you met me in my 20s, like I said
Mm,
before we got into it, over a decade long friendship. We met in our 20s. For me, it was always about quality.
yeah.
I've never been the one who wants to be, I'm Mr. Popular. I know everyone. I could be
Charlie
that. And the
never
thing is,
called anyone a friend. He would say he's an acquaintance or he's someone that I know, but
but I
never
met this or this or that or this or that
he
trick,
would
whatever.
never say it was a friend. Oh, that's a good friend of mine. No. Meanwhile, I was the one running around like, hey, friend, hey, friend, hey, friend. And I learned that the hard way.
I do not attach the friendship title like that or whatever. Even with like, listen, a lot of people, and I could sit here and say this, and I've said, and the thing is, show this to people that maybe are not that cool with me in my life. go back, they would be like, yo, he's always said that. A lot of people know of me and like to say they know Charlie, but don't know me. I'm not friends with you. They know of me. Now, if I wanted to be that socialite, or these people out here in big cities that go out and it's like, I know everyone. I'm Mr. Popular. I could be like, oh yeah, everyone knows me, but I don't give a fuck to say that. And no, not everyone knows me because I only give you enough of what I want to give you at that moment,
Mhm.
and that's that. You don't know me,
I'm
okay?
an enigma wrapped in a riddle and cash.
Number six,
The last and final um the
realizing
last and
history.
final surprising thing I learned about my friendship in my 30s is communication with your friends is so important, even if it involves some confrontation or awkwardness. We often expect our friends to read in between the lines and know what we are feeling, but often people are just busy living their lives and haven't understood what we're going through. This is
Mm-hmm.
basically a perfect example of us. I think this year, and this is why I really love this year, because even at the top of the year, we did have those conversations where we did set boundaries in our friendship. We did have, not so comfortable conversations where we express
Absolutely.
things about each other that we see that affect us
Mm-hmm.
individually. And I, again, I appreciate you for actually being receptive to what I was saying, to listening and doing the work.
No, absolutely. Likewise, it's y'all. It's not comfortable. It's
It's
not
not.
comfortable to like go to someone that you love, someone meaningful in your life, and be like this, or I don't like this, or I'm evolving. I'm in this place right now and evolving where what maybe was we tolerated or I tolerated before. I just don't know. So it's not comfortable for any type of relation. It's not, but I do think you have to do it. Anyone listening or watching this, like you have to have those tough conversations. If that person, no matter what category, love, friendship, family, that person means a lot to you, have those conversations.
I
Have
also
those
feel
conversations.
I also feel that having those conversations as friends can save your other relationships, whether
Yes.
it's dating, whether it's like your family. Because if you feel so comfortable speaking to people, speaking to your own friends in any sort of way, doing things that you necessarily shouldn't do because you can get away with it with your friends, you're going to get accustomed and you're going to want to do it with family members. You're going to want
Uh-huh.
to do it with a loved one. And not everyone, I like, there's something my mom always told us when we were younger: no one is obligated with anyone. Just because you guys are family does not mean that you guys have to take shit from each other. You guys should respect each other like you guys met like down the street.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's hard, but you got to do the work.
Yep. And that's fine. And if you want to break, and the thing is also, we know everyone's been through things. We've all been through things. We've all had like some traumas, a thing that maybe affect us now in our later day and age.
Mhm.
But we must break that. We can't. We have to stop using the excuse of generational curses for
Yeah.
our behavior in the present. Like, we all been through shit. All, and I can see here myself. I've been through my stuff. Do I share it or whatever? No, but like that's why sometimes where I'm so empathetic, that's why I could also be tough and be like, I don't give a fuck because I know what I've been through
Yeah.
and I'm trying to break that. I'm not using this as a crutch or as an excuse to be an
Mhm.
asshole. Like in my 30s, pushing 40s, break that
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Be different. So
Yeah. I'm
that
not a know-it-all, but I try to know a little bit about everything. And at the end of the day, what I feel when I give, whether it's constructive criticism or I'm giving advice, I always try to put myself in the other person's shoes and try to play devil's advocate and see like both sides. I'm not gonna blindly like root for you or blindly like tell you that you're doing something good when you're actually being, it's detrimental to your being and to your
Mhm.
to your like being a better person. So that's something that at the end of the day, it takes time. And I'm glad that we, have gotten there. And if we're flourishing in our 30s, God knows how we're going to be in our 40s.
Exactly. And listen, this is some Christmas table talk we had to have because hopefully this helps. Listen, someone is gonna relate to this. I see you posted it on your story. I read it, and I'm like, like I feel
Yeah.
like I was at church at each slide I read, and I'm like, this is absolutely something we have to talk about because someone somewhere can relate to this in some aspect. So
The
hopefully this
reason I
helps you guys.
posted it was because these are conversations that I have with like my therapist. And if you don't self-reflect and think about how you can change or grow as a person in a friendship, relationship, whatever, or for yourself, then what are we doing in this world? We're just
Yeah.
wasting time.
Yes, but let's move it out. Let's make it nice, like Dorinda,
Whew.
and
Oh,
let's get
fuzzy
into one of your
wuzzy.
this or that.
Oh, I got another. I have two more actually. So we did Christmas movies. Now we're gonna do Christmas favorites. This one's basically you pick and choose which one is your favorite thing to do during Christmas. Christmas away or Christmas at home?
Well, for the most part, the
Yeah,
last few years, I've been living in New York for back in New York for a few years. I've been away,
yeah,
went to Rhode Island to visit family. So
yeah.
this is my first year that I'm gonna be in New York for Christmas, and I'm excited. I'm actually looking forward to it. Like New York is my place. Home Alone Part Two, Lost in New York. Like so, I'm excited to actually be here. But Christmas home, yeah. I mean
Christmas at
Christmas
home for
home,
me.
Christmas because I'm
Yeah.
in New York. I'm in New
I
York.
just
I'm
want to
in New
put on
York.
my Christmas pajamas, watch. Oh, I didn't even mention the show that I've been watching. We
Succession,
can
but that's something that's for
no,
another
not
day.
Succession. I've been watching Peaky Blinders, even though that came out years ago. Anyways, real tree or artificial tree? I like an artificial tree with the lights already on them.
I I've had a fake tree for the last few years, but since 2019,
Artificial,
no,
not
for the last few years. But I actually prefer a real tree because I love the smell, the fresh smell of pine.
there. I my friend just bought a real tree and he said it does not smell. He's very upset. $80 down the drain. Anyways, all I want for Christmas is you or Last Christmas. The songs. I'm
Ooh,
wearing the shirt by the way. Last Christmas. You guys can't see Wham. I love
I
Last Christmas. I can listen to that song
they're
on
both great
repeat.
Christmas songs, though.
Yes, but Last Christmas to me is like I love George Michael.
Last
Absolutely adore
Christmas.
him. So
All I want for Christmas is you.
you just came out of the Mariah concert, so that makes sense. Gifts or food? You already know what I'm about
Gifts,
to say. Food, decorating the tree or wrapping the gifts? Decorating the tree because
decorating
I
the
hate
tree,
wrapping. I am
decorating
not
the
a
tree.
Christmas wrapper. I would be that bougie bitch that would take my shit to Macy's and get it wrapped. Okay. Mulled wine or hot chocolate?
I don't know what
Hot
mold wine
chocolate.
is. I don't want no moldy shit. Hot chocolate for sure.
So alcohol or hot chocolate, basically. I would do hot chocolate. I don't drink like that unless it's your coquito.
DM for inquiries. New York City.
That's right. And he gets you fucked up. Okay. Advent or the 12 days of Christmas?
12 Days of Christmas.
On the first day of okay, Christmas dinner or leftovers? Christmas dinner.
Christmas
I'm
dinner.
not a leftovers girl.
Christmas dinner. I
Yeah.
like leftovers, but Christmas dinner.
Christmas jumper, like a sweater, ugly sweater, or Christmas PJs.
PJs.
Last one, playing games or watching movies.
Ooh, I like both. Playing games. I'll choose.
I like. I don't like watching Christmas. I mean, I watch Christmas movies, but I'll just watch shows. The last one that I have is choose your perfect Christmas day.
But
We'll do.
first, but first, we before we get into that one, I have
Yeah,
to. We did a poll on our Instagram on the Inner Circle Instagram, which if you don't, you must follow us on our IG page. Of people who are shower people or
or
bath people.
bath.
And
I do both.
73% said shower people. Now, I like both. For the most part, 90% of the time I shower.
It's
95% of the
hard.
time.
I
But
need a
I
bath
do,
once a month
yeah, I need
or
a
twice a
nice
month.
bath. Like me myself, I believe in like taking a nice like little spiritual bath. Like I
Um,
do my Epsom salt, my essential oils. I like candles around. I have my crystals around. I like to do that. Like it's very important. But
mhm.
for the most part, I do shower. But 73% people said shower, and 27 people said bath people. Now the reason why I even was compelled to do this poll because I was listening to our girls, Melissa and Teresa, on their Namaste Bitches podcast, and they were talking about, shower or bath. And I didn't know, this is more for you gals,
But
but I didn't know that like taking baths could like impact your
my
like
RP
yeah, puchalina, whatever, puntalina, as Teresa will say. I don't know.
Puchalina, yeah. Yeah, it can affect your pH balance because you're sitting in your basically like skin. You're sitting in like soap that can obviously go up there and can cause you to get like infection, yeast, whatever, like all that. So you have to be like you can't do that shit often. I don't know how Meriden Marks does it, but I'm the type of person I need a shower in the morning to wake me up, and
Oh
then I
yeah,
need a shower at
and
night
that same.
to relax me and to get me like chill so I can sleep faster and like be relaxed for bed.
Listen, even if I come home from my long day and I take a shower, the
Mhm.
next day I wake up before I get ready to go, I take a shower again.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, I showered at night. I don't need to shower in the morning. Just wash my face, brush my teeth." No, I need to shower
Some
again.
people do that. I mean, more power to you, but I rather if I were to do that, I'm just gonna be like very like zombie like autopilot in the morning, which I don't like to be. I will say though, bath wise, it does help me to take a bath, like be in a bathtub when TMI, but when it's time of the month, especially for women, because obviously it helps with your back and having the Epsom salt and stuff. But that's not something you should do all the time.
Yeah. I don't
Mm.
know. I just found it funny and like and I'm like, let's do a poll. So, but a lot of more people are bath people. Um, Now, very quick, shout out to my brother Joey. His birthday was last week. So shout out to Joey, one of our day one supporters of the Inner Circle podcast, going on 4 years. Which would you believe this coming year is gonna be our fourth year? Like at the end of the year, you start thinking about so many things. And it's like as the new year comes, it's like, wow, this coming year, 4 years. This coming year are 200 episodes.
That's
200 fucking
crazy.
episodes. And that's not counting bonus episodes and all these extra shits we've done. Like, it's insane. Insane, just think about it. But shout out to Joey.
This is
Happy birthday.
the longest record thing that I've done consistently. I don't even take my vitamins that fucking consistently. Holy shit.
um, Now we have a contest. And I'm gonna let
Mhm.
you pick. You sent me two choices, and we meant to discuss it before the show, pre-production. But you know what? We're gonna go gorilla style, and Melody's just gonna choose the contest.
Oh, so it's up to me now. Great. Okay.
But you already suggested it too, so
I
just
know.
out of the two, just pull it.
I just if
Pick.
it's a disaster, I don't want to get in trouble for it. But
No, no,
okay,
no, no.
whatever.
Out of the two, pick, and we have a contest. We're gonna announce the winner on Christmas Day. So Melanie's gonna announce which contest we're gonna do, but you will be getting what we're gonna give away is, if you haven't gotten it already, an 1111 spiritual box.
Yes.
So yes, so we are giving that away. I'm excited to give someone that. But Melanie, tell us the contest that we're gonna run and we're gonna post after the show, and we will announce the winner on Christmas.
I'm trying to think which one we chose. Was it the
Let
caption?
me send no. Let me. I'm gonna send you because I took a screenshot. I'm gonna send it to you right now
Okay.
through text, and just pick.
Just so you
And
guys know. Hmm.
we went off the cuff with this one. We were supposed to discuss this, but live doing this live, we're gonna Melanie's gonna give which contests we're gonna do, and we're gonna announce the winner on Christmas Day because Danny Homemaker, right?
No, domestic Danny.
Domestic Danny, and what better way to announce our giveaway than on Christmas?
Okay. So this is a first giveaway that we're gonna do. With more to come. Obviously, they'll roll out through next year. We're gonna do a contest of a caption on a picture that we're going to post, and you have to tag a friend to follow and like so we can draw their name into the contest. And obviously your friend, whoever you tag, has to follow the inner circle and like the post, and whoever has the best caption for the picture is going to win. May the best person win a spiritual box.
Yay! But now let's make it clear: is it the person tagging the friend and putting the caption, or the friends?
Well, the person tagging the friends, you can tag as many people as you want. It can be duplicates, but also there everyone is going to be drawn in. So if you tag your friend, both you and your friend will be entered.
You know what? Let's make it because I'm feeling in the gift of giving,
Yeah,
right?
you're feeling the
So
spirit.
I'm feeling the spirit. This is one of my favorite seasons. We're not only gonna give one box, we're gonna give two boxes away. So the friend, the person tagging, and people entered, right, will get one, but the people entered must follow back
Yes,
our inner
absolutely.
circle IG page. So there we go.
You both have to
Yay!
be following.
Two people will get a spiritual box. We're not giving one, but two. So there we go. I'm excited for this giveaway. Um, what are you? But what before we go, what are some last things that you're excited for anyone maybe watching during the weekend on Christmas Eve on Sunday or catching this on Christmas Day? What's what's something that you're most looking forward to do on this Christmas 2023?
I am very excited to just unwind, relax, watch Christmas movies, and like just be in my pajamas. I'm excited to know what you got me for Christmas because
Yeah,
you're
right, Miss. I want to know and no element of surprise.
I'm excited to know because I gave you a list and I know that obviously you got me something from the list. So we'll see what it is. But no, I'm I will say this, when I don't think about the holidays and I don't put so much anxiety and pressure on myself of like gift exchanging and like meeting up with people and all this stuff, that's when I feel like the most like peaceful. So that's why I feel kind of peaceful because I didn't have to do much this year. But yeah, you know, that's basically it.
For me, I'm really one being off of work.
Mm. Woo
That's
child.
that's top. But another one is Christmas in New York, like the Backstreet Boys released last year on their Christmas. Christmas in New York. It's been a few years that I've been in New York on actual Christmas Day. So I'm really looking forward to just be here, even if I'm just home or if I decide to go to Central Park and do what I've always wanted to do, which is a horse and carriage ride through Central
Oh,
Park.
come on, Sex
Hello,
in the
Home
City.
Alone. No, Home Alone.
I
Home
did
Alone.
that years ago.
Wait, you did a horse and carriage ride through Central Park?
Hmm. But
Okay.
when we realized how expensive it was, we jumped out after like 5 minutes. But
Uh-uh. Ghetto.
I,
The ghetto like the
I got
delicious.
out. Well, but I did a lot. I had lots of fun. That was
In
around New
Central
Year's.
Park. But no. But yeah, I'm just honestly being in New York. Being in New York, no matter what I do,
I
just
did
being
want to
in New
go
York
to the
is
tree.
Christmas. You haven't gone.
I mean, I passed by, I driven by it, but not. There's too many people and like protests and
It's too
stuff.
many people.
It's too much.
But
But
listen, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed our little Christmas, little jingle jangle episode with you guys. Next week is our last show of the
of
year.
the year.
Of the year. So we are bringing you the year's end of everything. Our just talking our year, our tops
Mhm.
and bottoms of the year, what
We're
we
gonna
looking forward
discuss
to going into next year.
we're gonna discuss what we're leaving behind in 2023.
What we're leaving behind. And I also have 9 habits to go into 2024 with. It's going to be a great, great show. We are putting on our Sunday's best and showing out next week. So tune in next Wednesday for our last show of 2023. We thank you guys. We love you guys. Follow, like, subscribe, everything to Inner Circle Podcast. Remember the contest. See you guys next week. Adios. Merry Christmas.